It's always been easy to blame somebody else when you don't get what you want, what you need, or even what you desire. From the moment we are children to the first time we lose at a game and tip up the board in a strop, we hate accepting responsibility and acknowledging our faults. Another thing that seems almost programmed into our human nature is this desire for group identity, the acknowledgement of a group, the feeling of common purpose, that sense of belonging, that feeling of being on the team. Of course, that feeling is often used to attack the outsider. This is noticeably so as societies submit to fascist rule, fascist thinking, and fascist behaviour. Adolf Hitler, speaking of German youth at a Nazi party rally in 1930, described his ideal of the Hitler youth as swift as a greyhound, tough as leather, and hard as Krupp steel. The phrase was subsequently often quoted. In German, schnell wie ein Windhund, hart wie Leder und hart wie Stahl von Krupp. These characteristics are often admired. After all, who would not seek to be fit, resilient, quick, tough, and willing to endure to the end? It's also interesting that these characteristics are frequently admired in men. Even now, men are still expected to be tough, unfeeling, detached, and agile in all respects, both physical and mental. Look at the number of times we are called snowflakes by the right if we show compassion, empathy, kindness, understanding, tolerance, and even love. Look at this insult used against such qualities that appear to be seen as weakness and in so many ways non-masculine. These insults are meant not just to attack us, but to undermine us personally. Now, look at Tommy Robinson, aka Stephen Yaxley Lennon, who's now permanently banned from Instagram and Facebook. Look at footage of him fighting and lashing out with those fists at a racecourse. This image is exactly how he wants himself to appear to others. He wants to appear as the ultra-masculine, not frightened, and a person perfectly happy to use violence. As you would expect, this has gathered for him a following of fascists, and that following is massive because hate and fear are so easy to identify with, and they're great motivators towards forceful and, above all, violent actions. So when you account for all of these factors, perhaps it's unsurprising that people turn towards fascism so quickly and so easily. When Trump mocks a Chinese leader for wearing glasses, he's appealing exactly to that group identity that points out difference, seeks exclusion, and offers targets for ridicule. Trump and the right do this constantly because they know that there are people out there living miserable, dirt-poor lives who are angry that they didn't even have the basics to survive on. And he can turn that anger against another person, another group. Just like in the UK, while the rich will get even more wealth, more power, and more control, Trump constantly presents others as the cause of the whole nation's problems. In the UK, we, who are old, sick, disabled, migrants, homeless, poor, are your scapegoats. Your government will constantly have you blaming the mentally ill people for not contributing, not working, and above all, sponging off the state, off your taxes. Your government know that we are the low-hanging fruit, and they can strip off us of our rights because you secretly believe that our illnesses are moral failings, weaknesses of character, and above all, we've brought them on ourselves. The narrative that you will constantly hear is that we are not sick, we are not disabled, we're all faking it to get an easy life and never work again. In this way, you will walk further into the fascist nightmare that awaits us all after no deal Brexit.